Hi, and welcome back to Public Speaking Online. In this digital lesson, we're going to focus on appreciation and gratitude speeches as unique contexts for special occasion speaking. Don't worry, the lesson is brief, but it will provide you with a few tips and insights into this process because the chances are that many of you will give an appreciation or a gratitude speech at some point in your life. Well, to who, you might be wondering? Maybe a mentor or a coach, a family member or a best friend, a teacher, advisor, sponsor, investor, or just someone special. That's funny, my phone just dinged like it was magically part of this lesson. Anyway, you might also find that you end up on the other side of that speech as the recipient yourself, which is why we're also going to talk about gratitude speeches. So, what should you consider when you're giving an appreciation speech? A few important reminders. Number one, who is going to be in your audience? Is this just your group of friends? Because you can get away with a lot more when it's just your friends. Or are there going to be children present? Maybe professionals of a certain type? Is the audience large and diverse in ways that you really have to be mindful of your message? Also, what tools will you have available? Will there be technology where you could do a slideshow or presentation of some kind? Goodness gracious, the dinging around here. Anyway, what will you have access to so that you can show pictures or videos, for example, of the person being appreciated? Finally, what are your goals? Are you simply trying to thank an individual and show appreciation? Or let's say, for example, your speech is given at a charity event and ultimately you would like some donations. Then you might want to reflect on a few of the persuasive speaking techniques that might help enhance your presentation. Okay, so now you've considered how much time you'll have, who will be in the audience, what tech is available, and your ultimate goals. How do you write and organize an appreciation speech? This part feels a little scary. First, some tips. Start by just welcoming the audience and telling them why we're here. Then, share some backstory, some context or history about your relationship with the individual, people, or group that you're recognizing. Next, detail what they did that impacted your life. You might want to share a quick story to demonstrate this, or even add in some quotes from others that shows how this individual's actions impacted those around them. Again, the idea is that you're building that sense of community that we've talked about, that curiosity and appreciation in the audience as they are invited to reflect on the character and deeds of the individual or people being appreciated. Definitely spell this out clearly and explicitly for your audience. Remember, you're kind of like an insider, right? So you have more information that not everybody might know about this individual and what they did. Finally, be sure to thank the person or people. Use meaningful words that are authentic, heartfelt. Don't be afraid to make a mistake, to stutter, to have your phone go off again, or to show emotion, either in your tone or your delivery. I've been at a few speeches where I've seen the speaker cry or laugh or definitely take a pause when in an emotional state. And it was really great because it invited me as an audience member to do the same. Finally, as you're ending your speech, end with a takeaway, something memorable. Maybe you ask a question, raise a glass, lay someone to rest, but ultimately, appreciation has been shown. Okay, so now for some, the dreaded moment where you're on the other side of that speech. So you are the recipient. When might this occur? Certainly at a job, let's say for a promotion that you might get, maybe a graduation, maybe in the family. Perhaps you've been part of a team or a group where they would like to recognize your contributions. This is especially common at a philanthropic endeavor of some kind, right? Maybe a nonprofit thank you dinner. The idea here is that you definitely want to have a plan. Now, that sounds weird because in this context, I'm asking you to anticipate winning or getting an award. But believe me, just having a little something written down or prepared will definitely help with the loss for words that we see so often in speakers. Chances are you only have a little bit of time, so you definitely want to begin with your thank you. You could even share how you were notified of your award. There's a moment for a story. Certainly, in your approach, thank others, anyone else. Recognize who was a part of your process, how you came to win this award. Finally, it's okay to say a little something about your contributions, especially by mentioning those who have inspired you or the hard work that went into the tasks you accomplished. Now, there are many more resources for you in any one of our texts and also on the resources page at the end of this module. In short, I hope that this gave you a few formatting and organizational considerations, whether you're giving a speech of appreciation or the recipient of one yourself. Thank you and take care.